The Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series is presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, American Bait Works, TH Marine, and FishAlabama.org.
Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to stop number one of this 2025 Alabama Bass Trail season, the ABT100 here at Lake Guntersville, beautiful Goose Pond Colony. Before we start weighing some bass and handing out some big checks this afternoon, we're going to kick things off like we do at each and every Alabama Bass Trail event by honoring our great nation with the playing of the national anthem. All right, before we see some of these Lake Guntersville giants that we know are going to cross the stage, we're going to catch up with the woman that makes it all happen here at the Alabama Bass Trail, Miss Kay Donaldson. It seems like it wasn't long ago. We were just down the road at Wheeler Lake, ending the year with the ABT100, and here we are at Guntersville. Potential record-breaking day, we think, maybe 32.80, the Alabama Bass Trail record. 32.02, I'm wrong again. Thank goodness you're here you know everything for sure. Will we see that fall today?
You know, all through the fall, I was really hoping that we would see that fall. Not because I don't like Brandon Staggs and Jerry Wright. I mean, who doesn't love those guys? But, you know, 12 years is a long time, or 11 years is a long time for a record to stand, especially on a lake that is so impressive in Lake Guntersville. And the weights that we saw this fall were just insane. And a lot of those guys that caught those bags are here fishing today. And, you know, when you mix in the Bassmaster Elite Series guys we have, the BPT guys we have, and just the hammers on the Alabama Bass Trail, there's a real possibility we'll see that fall.
No doubt about it. The ABT100 is one of the toughest tournament trails in the country. It's a mix of both pros and just absolute experts in the state of Alabama. So what's your weight guess? I'm going to put you on the spot before we start weighing these fish. Winning weight today to take home $25,000.
You know, I'm going to say 31 pounds. I would love to see that record fall, but, you know, from what we saw today on live, a lot of guys had that 17, 18, even a 20-pound bag. Conditions didn't change much. We thought we'd get some sun. We thought they might pull some more water, but conditions just didn't change that much. So I think it would be really hard to crest that 30-pound mark, but I know this crew, and I think 31 will get it. But shout out to the city of Scottsboro, to the Mountain Lakes Chamber of Commerce, to the people here at Goose Pond. They've just been phenomenal to work with all week, and let's get to weighing some bass.
Let's bring them on, Miss Kay. Thanks for all you do, and absolutely thanks to the folks from Scottsboro for making it all happen. James Swindle, Paul Ernest, boat number 12 up first, and going to kick things off with a bang like they do a lot of the time on the ABT. 21.73. Go ahead and hold a couple of those up. We'll start this parade. Not the record-breaking bag. How do we catch those today?
Most of them on a jerk bait.
What, now, is that in the grass? Are we live scoping?
Edge of the grass.
Okay, on the edge of the grass. We saw a lot of grass fishing going on ABT Live this morning. Going to weigh one for Mountain Dew Big Bass. They're all big, John Simpson. That's a tough decision. Looking like a 502 for a Mountain Dew. Big bass for Swindle and Ernest. Hold them up right here for Miss K. And look up here for Jared, right out front. 2173 sets the mark. Boat number 6, Jeff Kitchens, Chuck Thurlow. Got another limit coming our way for boat number 6. How are you, sir? Doing pretty good. 5 bass that are going to go 13.45. Did you have fun out there today?
Oh, yeah, we did. We just didn't catch them today. We had some big ones a couple days ago and just didn't catch them today.
These conditions really threw you guys a curve, I feel like, after practice. No sun, a lot of fog, but we'll see you at Eufaula. Jason Niedercrest and Jason Smith, boat number 8. I know these guys burned a lot of gas today. 12:08, not what you wanted to do today. I know, had big hopes, but just didn't bite.
Weather wasn't in our favor.
Just how it goes sometimes. But you definitely took the longest boat ride, I feel like. Be safe going home. Boat number 20, Will Colley, Thomas Shelton. Looks like a sack full of them right here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Going to watch this one right here. 25-10 for Will Colley. Thomas Shelton right there. I mean, come on with it. Just show up and show out, boys.
That's really in 3 fish, man. That's such a heartbreaker. We got 2 for 5, and there's 3 giants in there. We just needed 2 more bites. Never could get it.
How'd you catch the 3 giants?
On a Matty Super Jig.
Matty Super Jig. We heard about that on ABT Live there in Wheeler. They've got another good problem. Holy cow. When we're talking about picking one out for big fish, they're all, whew, I think it's definitely that one, guys.
You know what's crazy?
I don't.
That's my PB 2 times in a row today.
Holy cow, 768 on a Mountain Dew big bass right there. Holy cow, Colley and Shelton. Fireworks early here at the ABT 100 presented by Phoenix Boats. And Will Colley has a spotted bass in his left hand that shouldn't even be in there because that 768 should have ate it. Holy cow. Maddie's jig right there. Raymond Youngblood and Danny Shell coming up next. Congrats, guys. Great bag. Boat number 15, and they got a 5-fish limit. Come right over here. Somebody's always got to be the guy to follow the guy that takes the lead. You know, 1588 though. It's a good day out there. You just need a couple of those 7-pounders.
We needed it all day. We had the good fish early, and we just couldn't get another good bite.
How'd you catch those?
We caught all of ours out of the grass.
That's a good time. That rattle trap bite, stage true. That might as well be the lake bait over here at Lake Guntersville, right? You come to Guntersville to throw that trap. Eric Summers, Tommy Pegues, boat 11 with another good 5-fish limit coming in here. 1534. Not going to take the lead. How'd you catch those?
Lippis crankbait.
Man, there's a lot of that going on out there today. That's a fun bite.
It's the only thing I've had a bite on all week.
You gotta stick with what brought you here, right? Thank you, guys. We'll see you follow. Preston Henson and Mike Tuck, boat number 4 coming up here with 5 bass that go 14.35. How'd you catch them?
A little less than that. Little swimmers mostly. Surprising first time on the Guntersville and expect to throw big 9, 10, 12-inch baits and catch them on once about 3 inches long. That's not what you want, but, you know, it was a lot of fun. I've been waiting to come here my whole life and can't wait to come back.
This place, they're a little educated at times. Sometimes you got to downsize. Great job. We'll see you guys down the road. Boat number 5, Lynn Johnson, Andrew Johnson. Great 5-fish stringer right here for the Johnson crew. 1852. Nicely done. How did those come into the boat today?
A little bit of everything. We scoped a little bit, trapped a little bit of everything today.
Guntersville in the winter. That's the new deal, right? You got to mix it up. Great job. Former champions here at Lake Guntersville in the Alabama Bass Trail North. Boat number 17, Tennessee River. Hammers, Donnie Beck, and Tony Harvey doing what they do. 22.75 for Beck and Harvey. Go ahead and grab a few of those and hold them up right here. I thought you told me you didn't get a bite in practice. Come on.
I told you not here. We found fish Friday morning. We pulled up on a little spot and caught 2 or 3 pretty quick, and we left it, and that's where we caught them all. We'd had 0 today.
Awesome. Great job of Beck and Harvey. We have 3 events here in the ABT100. We go to Lake Eufaula next, and then we end the year up down the Tennessee River at Wilson Lake. And these guys have a little bit of hardware from that lake. So we expect to see them in the mix again there. Beck and Harvey all the way to second place. Tim Griffith, Brody Robinson, boat number 3. And I'm hearing we're going to weigh a big one. And here we go. Another great stringer. 1960 for Griffith and Robinson. How'd you catch those today?
Well, we went spot fishing and caught a 7.5, and then we went largemouth fishing and caught our little tiny spots.
They were all confused. They were mixed up today.
But they're about as confused as I've been all week. I've never been this lost on this lake. It's a crazy pond right now, but it's going to put them out all the way in. I mean, this place is phenomenal.
It's always going to be special, right? No doubt about it. We're going to weigh one for Mountain Dew Big Bass. 757, just a little shy of that 768 that Collie and Shelton brought in. Go ahead. Yeah, we're going to hold that bad boy up right there. Look at that beautiful Lake Guntersville largemouth. I'm so excited I can't even talk, John Simpson. And it's rare that I can't talk. You know that. Talking is something that I do.
He's going to weigh a big one on this one, too.
All right, here we go. Robert Robinson and Morgan Brown with another 5 fish limit. So many guys at the pre-tournament meeting talking about, I didn't have a bite. 22.70 for Robinson and Brown. Great day out there. How big is the big one?
I have no idea. I'm going to say 7.5.
7.5. What'd you guys do your damage on today?
Just fishing shallow, covering water.
Fishing shallow, covering water. We're throwing traps, vibrating jigs?
Burning traps and crankbaits.
Nicely done. Let's see what this is going to weigh. 703, another 7-pounder crosses the stage, but won't take Mountain Dew Big Bass. Let's go ahead and hold those up right here. Right out here for Jared. Beautiful fish. I get it right down there. Boat number 1, some Lawrence County, Tennessee studs right here, Jason Cannon and J.D. Bedford. We got to watch them on live today. 17:41, just never were able to upgrade from that. That's about what you had when we saw you. Y'all were catching them.
We were catching them, but it was culling by ounces.
Ounces instead of pounds, and you got to have a 7 or 8 pounder over here.
Yep, never saw it.
Well, thank you guys for fishing with us. We'll see y'all down the road. Boat number 13 coming up next. Trey Wade, Bradley, Parnell. Always catching them out here. Rough day, he says. 5 for 11.58. We don't have to talk about that. How'd you stay warm today?
We didn't, but we'll definitely be warm at Eufaula.
Absolutely. We're going to be real warm at Eufaula. Eufaula might as well be on the equator, I feel like. It's so hot down there. All right, these guys know a little bit about this lake, that's for sure. Jeremy Lamb, Blake Hall. 5 fish to go. 1987, just shy of that 20-pound mark. We saw you guys this morning a little bit. I was in the same area, fishing a little shallow. Did you mix it up, or did you stay shallow all day?
We stayed shallow all day. Just fished the grass with a trap. It got good there at the end. I wish we had a little more time, but that's all we could do.
Need a little sunshine, too, probably. Well, thank you guys for being here. 1987 for Hall. Right there in Lamb. Tom Frink, Brian Talmadge, boat number 19, and another 1976. He said, yeah, I'm going to, most places you go in the country, like, man, I caught 19 pounds. It was a good day. Guntersville, you're just like, I called 19 pounds.
It was a real good first hour, and after that, it was just struggle bus.
Never could call.
Man, it was bad.
Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you at Eufaula. LaVoyd Lemon and Michael Black, we spent time with these gentlemen on live this morning. Right out of the jump. Boat 21 here. 4 fish, 10-10 for the day. And we saw y'all. You lost a couple this morning, couldn't keep them buttoned up, and just didn't work out for you.
It just went from there.
Just kept going south from there. Well, thank y'all for being here. We'll see you at the next one. Boat number 16 coming up next. Justin Barnes, Carson Hinman, another 5-fish limit. 1764. It was a good time out there, looks like.
Yeah, we was around a bunch of fish. Never got any big bites. I don't know. Caught all of them jerking and around grass.
Sounds like a pretty fun morning to me.
Yeah, we had a good time. Ready for you to follow.
Let's go. We'll see you down the road. Ted Paisley, Mark Condren, boat number 30 coming up next. 5 fish that are going to go. It's going to get them in the Pro Guide leaderboard right now in the top 10. 1897. Will they hold up in the top 10, you think?
Doubt it.
Doubt it. On this pond, it's questionable. 25-10 on top right now. Will Colley and Thomas Shelton, your leaders here at this first Alabama Bass Trail 100 of 2025, presented by Phoenix Boats. 22.75 in second with Donnie Beck and Tony Harvey, and Robert Robinson and Morgan Brown rounding out the top 3, 22.70. 4 bags over 20 so far, John Simpson. How many are we going to see when the scales close?
I'm going to go with 20 over 20.
I agree. I think that's where we're going to get. There's a lot of 17s, 18s, and 19s, and there's some guys walking up here right now that won the last ABT100 in 2024 on Wheeler Lake. Know this lake well. Walt Roberts and Robert Greenberg, 5 that go 15.71. I think you need a new partner.
No, he's the best.
I would agree. This is one of my favorite folks in life, and man, he is one heck of a fisherman. Just couldn't get a big bite today, looks like.
Yeah, we didn't get a big bite. We fished clean. We didn't miss any fish that we had hooked on. We just didn't bump in any big ones.
Walt Darian got to spend some time with you guys on live, and he said Walt's doing what you would expect him to do. He's old school, winding a little bit. It feels good to get to do that from time to time.
That's right. Yeah, that's what we did, and it's a good thing because my live scope quit working about, 11 o'clock. So
hard to shake that minnow if you can't see it, right? We'll see you guys. Thank you, guys. You're ready to get back to the equator of Lake Eufaula? Last year at the ABT South down there, we almost all self-combusted, so it gets a little hot down there. As you know, Jay Grogan, Ryan Ingram, they know Eufaula well. How was the day today?
We got one good one, but the rest of them, one of them's going to be close.
All right, we got one close to that Mountain Dew Big Bass. 5 that are going to go. It's going to get you in the Pro Guide leaderboard top 10. Looks like, and they're well taken care of. 1901 for Jay Grogan, Ryan Ingram. We're going to weigh one for Mountain Dew Big Bass. 768 right now on top.
We were debating on whether he was 7 or better, so this will settle a bet between the two of us.
Well, that's the most important thing, the gentleman's bet in the boat. What'd that big fish bite?
Minnow.
Bit of minnow, shaking that minnow. 649, a 6.5 pounder. So let me ask you, did you say it was 7 or did Ryan?
I said it was 7. So.
Okay, so you lost the bet. It's going to be a long walk back to the boat. Yeah, it's going to be a long ride to Eufaula. Y'all be safe. We'll see you at the next one. Boat number 42. Lucas Wright and Donald Wright. He says he doesn't want to weigh these in. Well, we'll have to talk about anything else but fishing, sounds like. 5 that weigh 1131. What snacks did you have today?
2 sandwiches and crackers.
Sounds good to me. Great job. We'll see you down the road. Listen, I've weighed in enough little stringers in my life to know I don't want to talk about it. John, sometimes you want to talk about anything but the fishing.
That's right. And hey, and snacks is the next best thing.
Nobody wants to see the Smart Aleck MC after they've had a long, cold day. I can assure you. That's not what anybody wants to see. Like, anything you could have done any different today? Well, if I'd have known that, I would have done it, right? Absolutely. Boat 57 coming up next. The Hardimans, Weston and Brittany. 3 bass today. Then are going to go 768. You're shaking your head. It was rough. It was rough.
Far my least favorite lake to fish.
Hey, don't listen. All these fine folks out here, they love Guntersville. You can't say Guntersville is your least favorite lake.
Man, I hate the grass,
Well, they got some rock, too. It's right over there. They got some rock.
Yeah.
It's nothing like Smith Lake.
I will agree with you there. It's nothing like Smith Lake. We'll see you guys down the road. Thanks for coming. Hey, be careful getting to the truck. You talked about Guntersville. This place is Mecca. Jason Kilpatrick, Keenan Connell, 1462 for 5, and y'all are just running off the stage. I got to chase you down.
Yeah, that's pretty weak. Wasn't anything like practice, but I'm sure you heard that all day, right? I mean, it looked like 7 a.m. all day long.
Oh, it's weird. We were in here eating lunch a little earlier, and it's like it does look like daylight again.
I know. We thought that'd make them bite, but not for us.
A little bit too foggy for you guys. We'll see you down the road. Justin West and Cody Vickery, 5 bass that go 14:35 today. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. I get to see all these fish, and I didn't have to freeze to death all day to get to catch them.
Yeah, the weather was actually decent today, but it was still a grind for us anyway. We had a rough practice and are happy for that 14 and some change.
Little victories, all I got to say. Sometimes that's what it's about in fishing. And we did get blessed with the weather. I know it looks a little wild being this foggy out here, but last year at Logan Martin to kick off the ABT100 season, it was 14 degrees at blast-off. Wesley Gore, 18:58. Were you shaking a minnow, sir?
For sure.
You don't like that, do you?
Not really, but I have to do it.
That's what we do now.
It was our first day of practice, so.
So you didn't get to fish at all. I saw you had some big news this week, though. You got engaged.
Right, yeah, that's always good news.
Congratulations on that. Yeah, y'all make some. We got one person thinks that you should have got married. Sounds like a lot of people think you shouldn't be engaged. I don't know what that's about. Do you?
Probably because I'm never home.
Well, that's good. Wesley Gore. We'll see you down the road, buddy. Jeremy Robinson. I love one person was like, woo. I don't know. I can't help him. Hey, I've tried it twice. I get it. I didn't clap. 287. 1 bass for Robinson. Is it Lycos?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I nailed it.
He's so embarrassed he didn't even come on the stage.
You just left him in the boat.
Yes, sir.
Tell him we missed him. We'll see you down the road. Chad Schroeder, Chance Perry, 5 bass. 16:53. That's a fun day out there. You just need one of those 768s in Lake Guntersville.
Yeah, that'd have been nice for sure.
That would have warmed you up.
It sure would have. I appreciate it, my man.
Hey, no doubt. We'll see you down the road. John Pollard, Stephen Navarre, boat 47. Good bag of fish right here. 5 that go 1766. How'd you catch those today?
Jerking. Pause, jerk, pause.
Gonna need some icy hot on the elbow tonight. The heated seat's gonna feel good. Some stone cold fish catchers right here. Rob Lee and Steve Winslet. If you keep up with the Alabama Bass Trail, you hear me say that over and over and over. I can assure you. 5 today, 13:27. I gave you a really good intro.
I appreciate that. We just couldn't catch a big fish. I mean, I caught a 7.5 in practice, and, a lot of people did, but couldn't get that big bite today.
Did you guys fish shallow most of the day?
Yes, we caught all of them on a jerk bait.
Pretty fun bite, even if you can't catch that 7-pounder. Thank you, guys. We'll see you down there in the ABT South. Michael Briggs and Jonathan Nixon, 17:28. Good day.
Not really.
I've said it a couple times already. This is one of those lakes at 17 pounds. You're like, okay. No. But then when you get up here, you're mad driving home.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
How'd you catch those?
Crankbaits.
Crankbaits. Okay. What kind? Are we talking lipless? You're being sneaky. You know what? You guys are lying.
No, 17 pounds. No reason to lie on that one.
Well, I don't know. You seem like you're being sneaky.
Just the square bills.
Okay. Sounds like a pretty fun bite to me. Great job. We'll see you follow. Trouble coming up here. Stephen McAvoy, Josh Butts, they've won a ton on the Alabama Bass Trail. Not going to do it today. 5 that weigh 13:32. And let's not even talk about that. We said at the meeting, you have a friend that's really going through it right now in life, so you shaved your head. And it's for a great reason, great cause. But I said to you, Samson lost his hair. Samson cut his hair off. Then you brought us 13 pounds.
Yeah,
hard-headed is what we are, and Sampson is he needs to grow his hair back out.
Hair's coming back.
Hair's coming back, and man, just miserable today. I don't know. It's weird, but maybe it'll turn on here soon.
It's coming.
Before March.
Before March. It's coming. We'll see you, buddy. Chad Lamb, Andrew Loberg, winners of last year's Snow Bowl, ABT100 and Logan Martin, the first event of the year. 5 that weigh 1670 for the newly qualified Elite Series Pro, and the duck killing his human on earth, Jed Lamb. 6. I mean, you told me it's a little different out there right now.
Yeah, it's definitely. You know, he had a bad day on Guntersville when you're weighing a spotted bass. It was we actually caught a decent number of fish, just couldn't get those big bites. Actually in the boat, lost a couple nice ones, but had a great day out there. You know, it's always fun fishing with my buddy Jed. Can't wait for the next one.
Well, you are now at Guntersville. This is your home lake, so you must be kind of fond of it. And how awesome is this? I know not the day you wanted, but look at these weights, man.
I know, it's awesome. This is what happens when you have really good grass in the lake. It produces really nice fish all year round, and it just goes to show you compared to a lot of other lakes in the southeast. So we got to keep good care of this place.
No doubt. Take care of it. Thanks for coming, boys. Jackie Flack and Ethan Flack. 5 bass that are going to go 17:32. You just kind of shrug your shoulders on Guntersville with that.
Oh yeah, we knew it wasn't going to be much, but we had a blast today. Caught a lot of fish, just couldn't catch no size.
It's good to knock the cobwebs off in January, and we got Smith Lake coming up, and you know that ABT North.
Well, we're not fishing.
Are you kidding me, Miss K? That's unacceptable. The Flacks have to be on Smith Lake.
Well, I've got 2 kids and another one on the way, so I'm a little busy.
Understand. Enough said. Dustin Wilkie and Jake Robertson. Dustin Wilkie coming all the way from Oklahoma out here. 9:34. Just not the day we needed, Wilkie. You want to blame him? I would blame Dustin.
Well, we played that live scope game all day, stared at them Garmins all day long. But if I could have weighed my 5 biggest drum, we'd have had 68 and some change probably.
I want a side pot in these 4 drum, but Miss K won't let me do it.
Well, we could have weighed a bag of drum today, but, man, just chasing them around underneath those bait balls off them stumps and them creek channels. I love this place. It's a healthy fishery. Take care of it, and look forward to getting back out here.
See you follow, buddy. Tony Campbell, Tim Vanigman, 5 that are going to go 13:67. Just never got a big bite today.
Never did. We got 5 bites, and that's it.
Proud to have them, though. 5 is the deal. Miss K is pressing pause, and there's trouble coming at the tanks here, I see. We've got to make a little adjustment here before we bring up this next team that know their way around the Tennessee River, to say the very least. Daniel, did you mess something up? Do you think that was it you? Was it me?
It was definitely you.
Okay, I figured as much. I'm an easy fall guy, I feel like.
It was Darren.
It was Darren. Where is Darren? Is he? He's up from his nap? Yeah. That's good. I knew he went to nap in the truck. Glad to hear he's back with us. All right, here we go. The Big Fish Parade continues with these Tennessee River Hammers. Trent and Johnny Surratt. Trent, multiple BFL wins, multiple wins up and down the Tennessee River. 21-32, going to take them all the way to 5th place right now on the Pro Guy Batteries leaderboard. And, you know, this ABT100 schedule, it's got that Surratt name all over it, I feel like. I'm not sure about you, Falla. I don't know about your history there, but on Guntersville and Wilson, you're a dangerous dude.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Falla, either, but I'm ready to get to Wilson.
No doubt about it. Go, hold a couple of those up out here, Trent. Great job. one of those certified fish catchers on the Tennessee River and all over. Trent Surratt. Taking a 5th place right there. All right, John, 5 bags over 20. We need 15 more.
We're like Bon Jovi. We're halfway there, man.
We're halfway. Well, we're a quarter of the way there. I should have made you sing that. Boat number 33, the Russells, JT and Jeff Russell coming up next. 5 bass that are going to go 17:46 today for the Russell crew. How are you, sir? Doing okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All good.
Have fun out there on Guntersville?
Nice and chilly, if you call that fun.
Hey, it was nice and chilly, but like I said earlier, 14 degrees last year at Logan Martin. We'll take this weather all day long. We'll see you down the road. And a sack full of them coming up here for Zeke Gossett and Ethan King. Color me shocked. I actually picked them on the ABT podcast, if anybody wants to know. They're going to come up a little short of lead right now, but 23-11 going to take them all the way to second place, Zeke and Ethan. I mean, you just wake up with 20 pounds in the live well. How does this work?
I don't know. This is that was a really good day for us here. We're really happy with it for sure. And after practice, I didn't know what we could catch. We've caught from 12 inchers to 5 pounders, and today we got one of those good bites, and that's what kind of put us over the edge of that 20-pound mark.
We know Darian got to spend some time with you guys on ABT Live, and you were doing that scoping deal, sounds like. Is that primarily what all of them came on?
One came on a rattle trap. I caught one throwing out behind Ethan, and I was standing there with the net, and I had a rattle trap in my hand, and I finally caught one. It was about a 4-pounder.
Yeah, the Scope King up there, and you snatched one up. Well, hold those up loud and proud, guys. Zeke Gossett and Ethan King doing what they do. They were second place in the Angler of the Year race last year in the ABT 100s. Came up just a little short there at Wheeler Lake. Zeke's got an Angler of the Year title in the ABT North. Won an ABT 100 last year at Weiss Lake, had a second place last year. No stranger to success here on the Alabama Bass Trail. Caleb McNeil, Taylor Luna, boat 48 with 5 fish coming up this way. Good bag of fish. Going to sneak you into that Pro Guide leaderboard top 10. 19-19. Great job. How'd those come into the boat today?
Chatterbait and rattle trap. Come here fishing how I wanted to fish.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do at Guntersville, right? Pre-spawn, winter bites, you're supposed to be out there trapping, ripping that thing out of the grass.
I've stared at a screen so much I'm sick of it. I said this year I'm going to fish how I like to fish. If I do good, I do good. If I don't, I don't.
I watch TV at home. I like it. Great job, guys. Here comes trouble. Squared, the Seaborn boys. Dustin and Benji. Benji got a big win down at Neely Henry on the ABT a couple years ago, 1885. And I know you weren't scoping.
No, I'd scoped for 2.5 days and caught 1 bass. So I fished half a day yesterday, figured out a little something, and done that today.
Catch them shallow?
Yeah.
Like you like to. Benji, it's good to see you, buddy. Got boat 43 coming up here, Mr. Matt Adams, Jason Whitehead, and it is a sack full of them. Here we go. 28-49, blowing the lid off of this thing. Matt Adams, this man finished 1 spot. I have to say it, sir. I know your pain there. 1 spot out of the Bassmaster Elite Series, looking for $25,000 worth of redemption today on Lake Guntersville.
Man, you just hit the reset button. Ain't no better lake than starting January 2025, new year on Lake Guntersville. It's incredible.
Let's go. 768 on a Mountain Dew Big Bass. Do you have one that's going to go bigger than that?
I don't think so. I think we got 3 that are about 7.
They're all big. How did you guys catch those today?
Deep diving double wiggler made by Storm. Pink, hot pink.
You know, these guys are just all liars.
Hey, you in the same boat I am.
Come on, Matt Adams. You got to give me something on a stringer like that. A deep, what did you even call a deep diving double wiggler, a bubblegum one?
Well, no, hot.
They have those at GTO. I'm not sure that they do.
Oh, there's a shelf full of them. They won't be when we get done.
Oh, they're going to be wiped out. Empty. It's going to be an empty peg situation. All right, we're going to sort this out. A 688 Mountain Dew Big Bass. Hold them up. I'm going to grab one of those myself. I'm getting in on that. Matt Adams, Jason Whitehead, like he said, hit the reset button. What a start to the 2025 season. They left me a 2-pounder. That's what I deserve. Yeah, if you'd have got rid of that one, we'd have yelled really loud. All right, a new leader in this thing, 28-49, and I see another another hit a coming here. Jason Thompson, Timothy Hatcher, 20-68, another one of those 20-pound bags. 8 over 20 so far. Great job for Jason. Jason fishes this lake a lot of success. Look at that. Look at this big Lake Guntersville spotted bass right here. Jason Thomason. I mean, that thing looks like, did you lock through to Smith to catch that, sir? Didn't think we could lock there. Amazing. Great job, man. Mike Young and Mel Kennedy, boat 55. Coming up next, another great bag. 5 for 19.59. Heck yeah. Great day.
We had a great day. We had a lot of fun. We caught a lot of fish. We went through a lull at the end, went to one last spot, and started culling right at the end. Just kind of topped our day off. It was a lot of fun.
Makes it a lot of fun. What baits were you guys using today?
I threw a lipless all day. I threw one rod, one bait all day.
You're going to need to get that shoulder looked at tonight. You've been winding that plug all day long. Boat number 52, Eric White and Eddie Jewell coming up here with another great Lake Guntersville bag of fish. 19-23. Going to be just shy of the top 10 right now. This place kicks them out.
It does every year.
Just like rinse and repeat. It's amazing.
Yep. Don't matter what time of year.
This schedule saw y'all on the roster again this year. We got this one, and then we got, what's that little lake down there at the end of the year? Oh, we don't even want to talk about that?
Don't talk about it.
Okay, we don't have to. We'll have plenty to talk about between now and then. One half of your ABT South anglers of the year, Anthony Goggins and his partner in the ABT100, Randy Wiggins, with 17.58. And Goggins, he's just down there wearing his wig.
That's right. Yeah, waiting on me to get him out.
No doubt about it. Just a tough day out there.
Yeah, it was. They had lockjaw for us, so we're happy with what we got.
Y'all be ready for that next one, though. I have a feeling we'll see you guys at Lake Eufaula. Boat number 63, these gentlemen got out of the cold in Wisconsin to join us in the fog in Alabama today. The Werners, Greg and Boston, 5 to go, 17.66. Great job, man.
It's a little better than I thought. I thought it was only about 15, so hey, we'll take it.
First time ever being here?
Not mine, but this is his.
So what'd you think about this place? This is like bass fishing Mecca. People travel from all over, just like you guys did. Pretty cool place?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You want to come back?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite place to fish in Wisconsin, and how does it compare to this?
Most of the places we fish are kind of small. This is way bigger than what we fish.
Big bass, too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing you guys at Lake Eufaula, the next one.
We appreciate it. We'll be there. So
love to see a father-son all the way from Wisconsin. Y'all give them a round of applause. That's amazing right there. 17.66 down here at Lake Guntersville. Here comes some Tennessee River hammers right here. Mitch Mitchell, Austin Weaver, 5 that go 16-10, and Mitch said, not today. Hey, sometimes it's just like that.
Hey, we caught a bunch. We just couldn't figure out how to catch a big one. No idea what to do.
Listen, 8 bags over 20. Everybody at the meeting told me not catching any fish, and of course, you know how this place is. It's always going to kick them out. Let's look past Guntersville a little bit, and I'll put you on the spot. The last tournament of the year, I saw you two teaming up in this 100. Feel like y'all will have something to say. That's going to be a pretty good one on the little pond of Wilson Lake.
Where'd you say the last one was?
I think it's a place called Wilson.
Okay.
Are you familiar with it?
Time or two.
You've seen it. You can see it almost every day, I think.
Yeah, I live on the lake, so.
That's going to be a fun one. We'll see you boys there. All right, boat 64. We got to spend some time with them on live today. LJ Brown, Kataro Kiriyama, 1350. You got to blame Coda.
Yeah.
He's supposed to have you on him over here.
Yeah, he had to go to Japan, so well.
We understand he just got back. Did he bring you any super sneaky Japanese baits?
Oh, well, I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay. Well, tell him my truck's parked right out back. If he'd like to put some out there, I'll gladly take it. We'll see you guys. All right, these were your ABT North Anglers of the Year in 2024. We spent some time with them on live. They were absolutely smashing them today. Justin Bussey and Ben Webb doing what they do. 26:03, taking them to second place. Not many places in the country you go 26:03 to second place. It's just Guntersville. How did you do it?
We just pinged the minnow all day.
Shaking that minnow.
Shaking that minnow.
Any minnow in particular? Were you throwing a mooch?
We had them all on the deck.
How do you decide which minnow to shake when?
You throw one time, and you pick the next one up, throw it again.
You see one dot doesn't react to that minnow, you just throw another minnow at it. Well, y'all blew the doors off this thing like you always do, all the way to second place. Hold them up. Do we got one we're going to wait for Mountain Dew Big? 768, the Mountain Dew Big Bass right now. They're just all biggins. Bussey and Webb. Never had a finish below 18th last year in the ABT North. 225 boats in every one of those tournaments. That is no easy feat. Oh, They left me the small one again. That's how they do me. You think you know some guys. 26:03. Now it takes 25:10 just to be in the top three. Here on Guntersville, the ABT100 presented by Phoenix Boats. Press and pause. I didn't do it. Anybody watching at home or here in the crowd, people think that I did. It's my wardrobe change for John Simpson. That's what we're doing. Sometimes computers and fog don't go together, I guess. I just blame John. It's Darian's fault. I haven't seen him do anything yet today. I don't know. I heard it. Yeah, it goes on Shark Tank. All of a sudden, he thinks he's going to do anything around. I wish it was Shark Week. You know, that's what I wish he had gone on. 26:03. Oh, that's good. We good to roll? All right, here we go. Back to the action. Boat 53, Todd Beaver, Kyle Sellers with 5 bass that are going to go 1582 today. And look, I say it all the time up here. Somebody's got to weigh in behind the 26-pound bag. But look, you got your limit, 15 pounds. You probably had a good time out there doing that today.
Yeah, right at the end of the day.
Really? So it took all day and then finally happened for you?
Yep. We had some big ones. They wasn't there this morning.
How'd you catch those today?
On a jerkbait.
On a jerkbait. Hearing a little bit of that today. Well, thank you guys for being here. We're going to keep the train moving. Matthew Johnson, Trevor Raddick. 16:54 for boat 58. Surprised or happy with it?
A little bit better than we thought, but
hey, listen. When it's better than you thought when you get here, that's all you can do. That's what I always say. We appreciate you guys.
2 fish yesterday.
Okay. Well, you improved on that. Boat 73, Lawrence Judd and Jamie Butler. 5 bass. 1492 for boat 73. 1492. Just Lake Gunners will kick some out, man. Catching a limit is the name of the game, but you got to have a little bit more weight here.
Obviously about 5-6 pounders.
That's right. That's right. Gotta be averaging that. How'd you guys catch those today?
We caught some on chatterbait.
Sounds like a fun way to catch them. We'll see you down the road. Here comes an ABT champ. Actually, it's Lee Black and Casey Mims. We had a little correction there. I was getting ready to build this thing up. 14-30. I'm just looking at the. You going to thank who?
I said the only thing about me as a champ is my count.
Oh, your concrete company. Well, it's good to see you guys. 14 pounds. How'd you catch those today?
Chatterbait and trout.
Chatterbaiting and trapping. A lot of that going on out there. 14. Now we're to those ABT champs. Kelly J. Lanier Burton. I have a feeling I know what I'm going to hear when I ask what he was doing to catch 4 bass for $15.79 today. Did those treble hooks get sent out there today?
They got sent. We had we only got 7 bites all day, but in practice we didn't get many bites, but they were good ones. You know, like that. I mean, that's a 4-pound average, but we just we couldn't get the other 3. We got 2 shorts and lost a big one, but you know, that's the way it is. I love his place, though. Every time I come up here, I throw jerk bait. I don't care what time of year it is. But I love his place. I wish it was in my backyard.
No doubt about it, Kelly J. We appreciate you, buddy. Good to see you. See you down the road. All right, these boys got the band back together. One of them old school Alabama teams right here. Chris Rutland and Russ Lane. Boat 66 with 5 for 18.46 for old Big Pop. How are you, sir?
Good. How about you?
Pretty good. I heard that you were out there pinging a minnow around a little bit today. I heard a little bit about that, but I don't even want to talk about that. Did you throw a crankbait at all today? Because that's what you and I always talk about in life.
Well, you know, it's probably been 20 years since I've caught one on a crankbait. My Spro royalties have went to nothing because nobody buys them anymore. And that's fine, but we selling a heck of a lot of them minnows now.
Y'all hear that? Go buy some Spro crankbaits. It got Russ's face on the picture. He's got kids that need crayons and deer leases to pay for.
Please. Miss Jill needs some new shoes.
Miss Jill. Appreciate it, buddy. Good to see you. Russ Lane. That boy's caught more on a crankbait than anybody I know, and he said, I ain't caught one on in 20 years. That don't give me much hope. Mark Knight and Marty Gentry, boat 74, 4 bass, 11.68 today here on Guntersville. You're smiling. That's all that matters.
Anytime you catch fish, you got to smile.
That's right. Anytime you get to go fishing, right?
Anytime I get to throw a jerkbait, I'm smiling.
Hey, I feel the same way. Jason Duran said that earlier today. Sign him up for a jerkbait bite. It sounds like that's been going on Guntersville.
I'm going back out.
Hey, I love that. Go figure it back out. Terry Mann and Terry Pryor, both 59, 5 fish today, 16.58 on the day. Not big enough, but hey, I bet it was fun.
It was fun. Caught a lot of fish. Just size wasn't there.
How'd you guys catch them?
All jerkbait.
All jerkbait. Hearing a lot of that today. All right. Thank you. We got boat 67 coming up here next. James Swindle, Elliott Galt. And I just saw Daniel about pull his shoulder out of socket with that bat. He two-handed it. Here we go. Look out. Going all the way to second place with 27.63. I mean, just come in here and bust up the game like a bowling ball.
Yeah, it was tough. We had boat trouble this
morning. Whoa. Hang on. He said it was tough. Hang on a second. Start that over. 27.63. Now go.
Yeah, we caught 2 more fish than that all day, and had boat trouble all morning. Shut down 3 times. Couldn't get where we wanted to. Picked up a big swim bait, covered water all day, and caught them.
What kind of big swim bait are we talking about, or are we going to let that out?
Bass Mafia is out dangerous, 6-inch line through.
Okay. I love it. Bass Mafia, that's out there. Let's hold them up. Where y'all going? You said it was tough, and you're trying to run off. You got 27 pounds. I promise you, if you don't hold them up, I'm going to, and I'm going to take credit for it. And ain't nobody here believing I caught 27 pounds. Nobody. Great job, James Swindle and Elliott Galt, 27.63. Look at the belly on this right here. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Looks like some of my band members, the Fat Rascals right there. Great job, boys. All right, now the top 10, all bags over 20. Ken Walters, Dallas Weldon Boat 51. They won an ABT 100 down on Lake Jordan a couple years ago. Won over $60,000 in the ABT 100s in 4 tournaments. 5 today, 1744. We got to spend some time with y'all on live, and looked like y'all were having a pretty good time out there.
Yeah, we had a good time until about 10 o'clock, and the bite shut down. So we struggled. The sun popped out for 4 minutes, and we caught 2 more. So that's how it went.
And then it went back into hiding, and it still is. We'll see you guys down the road. All right, Team Mason-Dixon line coming up here. Brent Crow, Joe Lucarelli. It's a dangerous combo. Spent some time with them on live. 5 that weigh 1727. 1727. Joe, you know, for the folks out here that didn't get to watch live, Brent, he's a Southern man, but maybe not a Southern gentleman, though, because you are a Lake Champlain expert. You've had a ton of success up there over the years. That's what I always like. I think Champlain, I think of the Lucarellis. And you said today, Luke, he won't let me on the front of the boat. It might as well be the Mason-Dixon line. He won't let me cross and get on the front deck. Did it ever get any better?
Well, a little bit. He had an issue with his reel, and I snuck up there for about 35 seconds.
Okay,
He went like this. He went like this. What's he doing? Bite. Rod down. Go get back there.
He panicked. He wants to be on the Garmin Force all the time, it seems like. Brent, welcome this man to Alabama.
That's not true. He was welcome up there anytime. He was just afraid I was going to hit him with my rattle traps.
Well, I did see you kind of swatted at him a couple times, so it may have been on you. Great job, boys. Brent Crow, Joe Lucarelli. Nolan and Robbie Spencer coming up next. Boat 94. They had to wait a long time to hear that number this morning, but I bet they're going to like this number right here. 23:51 all the way to 5th place. I mean, just doing what y'all do over here, I feel like. How'd you catch those?
On a jerkbait in a minnow.
Jerkbait in a minnow. All scoping, or did you fish some grass as well?
No, it's all scoping, man. We watched every one of them eat it.
That's a good time.
It is. It's a good time. It was a lot tougher today with the clouds. I think if the sun would have shined, you'd seen a lot more from a lot of people. But it was still good, obviously.
I'm starting to wonder if we're ever going to see the sun again. I'm going to be honest. Y'all hold them up right out front, loud and proud. Great job by the Spencer crew. No strangers to success here on Lake Guntersville. Alan Barrett, Tyler Caldwell, boat 96 coming up next. 5 fish. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Bush lights.
Ready for a bush light, he says. 5 that weigh 1090, and I get it. I get it. Drive fast, hurry up, and get there. Boat number 100 coming up next. Brian Johnson and Carter Day. 4 bass. 4 good ones. They're going to go 1584. And I know the cliche saying is, man, you needed a 5th one, but you needed a 5th one because those are 4 studs. How'd you catch them?
Rattle trap, chatterbait.
Heard a lot of that today, man. That's what you're supposed to do on Guntersville in the wintertime, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll see you down the road. Kenneth Grover, Bob Blackerby coming up next. Boat 89, and that's got some meat in it. I'm telling you. How are you, sir? All the way to 5th place. 24.85 for Blackerby and Grover. And how in the world did you catch those?
Well, we pretty much fished about a 100-yard stretch of grass line all day long.
That sounds like something you would do, I feel like. You got that Decatur Flats DNA in you. You trapping?
Trapping, caught the biggest one on jig.
On a jig. We like to hear it. Hold them up out here. Great job to 5th place, 24.85. The hits keep on coming. 12 bags over 20 pounds for those keeping up at home. 12. John Simpson said 20. Are we going to get there, John?
We're down to 18 more boats. It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. It is going to be close. So far, that dirty 30 hasn't happened yet. Has not happened. Right here, right down here. Here come those Dukes boys. Phillip and Bailey Dukes coming up next. Boat 97. Going to say, hey, we're just going to throw another one of those 20-pound bags up here. 2071, going to have you just shy of the top 10. Great job. How'd you catch them today?
We done a little everything. We caught them on swim baits, looking at them, rattle trap, jerk bait. We just threw everything we could. We had several places. We just never, every one of those were just like twins. We did not get a good bite all day. Everything same size.
Takes that 7+, it seems like, to get on up there. But you guys did a great job. We'll see you at the next one. Brian Adamson and Ryan Lloyd, we got to spend some time with these guys this morning on live. Chunking and winding that trap and that chatterbait. 1970, they started biting.
They did. We needed some sunshine, I guess, and some wind, something other than fog.
Listen, ain't none of it out there right now.
Ain't none.
Be hard pressed. Great job. Hard pressed to find some sun right now. No doubt about it. Mike Hood, Adam Lynn, boat 83, 5 bass. Going to keep the 20-pound stringer train rolling. 20-34. Great job. That's, I believe, 14 bags over 20 today. Has you just shy of the top 10. How'd you guys catch them?
Trap.
On a trap.
Yep. It was kind of slow day for us there, and we had about an hour window they bit and about another 30-minute window, and that was it.
That's how it can be in the wintertime. That's why you always got to pay attention, right, when they bite. Great job. Rusty White Jr., Brian Elder, boat 87 with 5 bass. 1547. You're shaking your head. You're shaking your hat says only bigs.
Well, that's what we fished for. It just didn't work. I mean, electronics working fine sitting out here before we blasted off, made our run, got down there, live scope wasn't working. Beat around in some grass, caught a few, came down, switched boats, and just not our day.
Hey, no live scope's like a blind man in the dark. You can't do that anymore, right?
No, not anymore.
It's like a security blanket. Even if you're not using it, I need it on.
That's right.
You know, when you're game playing, when that's your game plan and that's how you're fishing, that's how you're targeting the fish, when you can't see them, you can't target them, doesn't work.
That's true. Well, great job. Way to bounce back regardless of the technical difficulties, and we'll see you down the road. Team Hurst, your ABT championship winners a couple years ago on Smith Lake, 1 bass for $3.97. We don't have to talk about that. I just want to talk about how good it is to see you boys. Starting back January 2025, we just had the championship down there in Lake Lake. We got to spend some time together there on live. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. We don't have to talk about the fishing at all. But whose fault was it?
Huh?
Whose fault was it? Yours or his?
It's my fault.
Okay, well, we don't have to talk about that then. We'll see you boys down the road. Team Hurst in the building. Stephen West, Clayton Ellis with 5 bass. Here we go. Barely going to miss the top 10. 21:03 for West and Ellis. Good job, boys.
All you got to do is get a Garmin and throw a minnow.
That's all. They just jump in the boat then, right? All these guys make videos on the internet, and they say if you turn live scope on, they just jump in. So that's actually what happens?
I don't even know why they sell any other bait but a minnow.
Just need a minnow. What kind of minnow are we throwing?
All of them.
That's the same thing Bussy and Webb told me, so all the minnows.
All of them. Just pick you one and just start throwing it. They'll just jump in the boat.
Just imagine. Okay, y'all heard it here first. It's like a magnet. Great job, guys. A minnow is a magnet. Johnny Patterson, Brian Douglas, boat 84 with 5 that are going to go 17:49. Good job today.
Man, it was a grind on us all day today. It was tough.
Did you fish shallow?
Yeah, the ones we caught were.
Trapping, chatterbaiting?
Chatterbait.
All right, chatterbait again right there. Thank you guys for coming. Here we go. Former Bassmaster Elite Series Angler of the Year. I bet you never get used to hearing that, do you, Scott Canterbury?
You can't. I mean, it's pretty awesome to hear that. So.
No doubt about it. Another 20-pound bag. Here we go for Canterbury and Stevens. 2074 today. How'd you catch those today?
All of them live scoping.
Really? We weren't skipping docks. We weren't flipping a Canterbury jig around.
I flipped one dock. It didn't work out, but we just caught them all live scoping pretty much all day. I mean, just never did get a big bite. So it was pretty tough on us, actually. I thought we could do a little better than that, but we'd take it and see what we do.
No doubt about it. We'll see you guys down the road at the next one. Great job. Matt Green, Taylor Thompson, boat 80. 1441 on 5 fish there. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Yourself?
Doing pretty good. You have a good day out there?
Yeah, man, it was fun. I hadn't been here in a long time, but I just want to come see if I can get my hands on one of those big sacks, and just didn't work out.
Sometimes it's like that, but this place is an awesome place to be. There's no doubt about it. We'll see you down the road. Clint Blackwood, Briar Chambers, 5 bass. Here we go. Another 20-pound bag. 20.57. Nicely done, boys. Did he sing to you all day? He'll do that.
He sung a little bit. He sung when the morning started going pretty good, and then it went downhill pretty quick.
What was he singing? One of his songs that he writes, or was he singing like some Zach Bryan or something? What was he singing?
I don't know. I really couldn't understand him. He was just kind of back there mumbling.
Okay, so he's on the back deck. Was it distracting you?
No, not really.
You think you could have caught 25 pounds if he didn't sing?
No.
How'd you guys catch those today?
Pinging a minnow.
Pinging that minnow. What kind? I've asked this a couple times. What type minnow were you throwing around?
It don't matter. It don't matter. They'll bite any of them.
All right, you heard it here first. Any minnow is like a magnet. Good job, boys. Speaking of minnow pinging, boat number 93, Waylon Mullis, and the 2024, he won a little tournament. The Bassmaster Classic champ here, Justin Hamner, 23-28. When we saw you had 20 pounds on live at 10 o'clock, you said, we're fixing to make a huge run to try to upgrade. Were you able to do that a couple times?
Yeah, we were left there, caught like a 6.5 pounder. Dude, they're there. It just trying to get them to bite. They'll follow that thing. I don't know. Caught them all. The net bait, super twitch, soaking in bait fuel. These suckers eat.
Listen, I heard, so there was another gentleman there in the pocket we covered you guys in, and they had a decent day as well. And we went out after you guys left, and they said, man, I don't know who that was over there. Well, we watched a clinic this morning. And I said, oh, it's no big deal. It was he won a little tournament last year. And they said, oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah. They were stacked in there. We had so much fun this morning. But, yeah, if we could have just got a couple more of them big ones, it could have been real good. But either way, glad to see Guntersville back healthy again. The fishing world ain't right when Guntersville ain't healthy.
That's right. This place is Mecca to all of us, right?
Yeah, don't touch that grass. Keep it healthy.
That's right. Leave it here. Great job, boys. Yeah, hold them up out here. Going to take them to 7th place on the Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard with 23-11 there. 23-28, excuse me. Waylon Mullis, Justin Hamner hammering on them today out there on Guntersville. Such a special place. Boat 76 coming up next. David Pear and a man that knows a lot about this pond, Jimmy Mason. Tennessee River Hammer. 5 that are going to go 18-41 for Pear and Mason today. Come on over here. You don't get to run off, Jimmy. How'd you catch those today, buddy?
We caught them all on a one knocker and a jerkbait.
That's, there's a lot of scope and talk, of course. Guntersville, we saw that all winter long, but we got to see a lot of that. We've heard a lot of that on the weigh-in stage. That's old school Guntersville. That feels good.
Yeah, I'm not the best with dropping a minnow right now, but I would rather catch them on the grass like that. I mean, we caught a ton of fish the last few days. Today we probably caught 40 or 50. So,
hey, you can't beat that.
So now it's a lot of fun.
This place is very special. If you want to book a trip with a guy, this guy right here will put you on him over there. Jimmy Mason, David Pear, Justin Strickland, Christian Smith, both 77, 5 that are going to go 17-38 today for boat 77 right there. Great job, guys. How'd you catch those today?
Trapping. Like I said, we had to call an audible about 11, so.
Said the heck with it, went chunking and whining, caught 17 pounds.
That's it. Yes, sir.
Those are the little victories sometimes when you make those decisions in tournaments. You learn for the next one. Great job. Boat 95, James Scott, Kenny Carroll. Another great Guntersville bag of fish. 1951 for 5 fish. Great job out there today.
Yeah, it could have been a whole lot worse.
It always can be, right?
We had a decent practice, but a little better here today. So.
How'd you catch those?
Jerking a minnow.
Jerking that minnow, shaking a minnow. Well, great job, guys. Thank y'all for being here. Oh, boy. Here they come. trouble. Derek Hicks and Alex Davis going to come up next. We got to take a little pause so we can really talk to you guys. How'd it go out there today?
It didn't go real well.
Okay, didn't. After I left you had a couple, and I hoped I would bring you some luck by leaving.
We caught some, just I don't know what happened to them. Instead of 4-pounders, they turned into 2-pounders.
Well, sometimes they do get that disease, it seems like. Would you like to blame Derek?
I wish I could, but I can't.
Really, if you catch 2-pounders here and not 5-pounders, and somebody's the spinnerbait kid guide service on Lake Guntersville, you really got to blame him, right?
I told him my guide service sucked today.
Well, I did some guiding today in the off limits here. About 45 pounds of drum, no big deal. If you guys want a good drum bite, I can put you on one. Ask these two gentlemen right here. Best trip of their life. 5 bass for Hicks and Davis. 17. Now, that's bigger than 2-pounders.
They look like 2-pounders. They don't look anything like we was catching.
As many 6s and 7s as you catch over here, I guess 17 pounds does look like 2-pounders.
Yeah, used to. That was a good bag. As I told him, used to BFL days 10 years ago. That was good. Now, not so good.
Not anymore. It is great, though. You live here. You absolutely put on a clinic all the time. This fishery is really back, in my opinion, to the glory days, and I know you see it every day out there.
You catch 17 pounds and you had a horrible day. There's not many places you go like that.
That's right, especially with the fishing pressure this place gets. This is a special fishery we got to take care of.
Yeah, I think it's best in the country, hands down.
Ain't no doubt about that. Alex Davis, Derek Hicks right there. John Kellett, Robert Story, 1632. 5 fish. Great job today. Y'all trying to run off. They said save the least for last. All right. Believe we're winding it down. See how this thing shakes out. Wait on John Simpson to tell us if the scales are closed or not. And when he says it, we're going to find out who's going to win this thing. We said 32.02 was that ABT record, and not so sure we're going to see it fall today. It lives to fight another day. Scales are closed, so we are not going to see that 32-pound record fall. But Matt Adams, Jason Whitehead, 28.49 on top. James Swindle, Elliott Galt, 27.63 in second. In third place, Justin Bussey, Ben Webb, your 2024 ABT North Anglers of the Year with 26.03. In fourth place, Will Colley and Thomas Shelton, 25.10. Fifth place, Kenneth Grover, Bob Blackerby, 24.85. Sixth place, Nolan Spencer and Robbie Spencer, 23.51. Seventh place, Waylon Mullis and 2024 Bassmaster Classic champion Justin Hamner, 23.28. Eighth place, Zeke Gossett and Ethan King with 23.11. Donnie Beck and Tony Harvey in ninth place with 22.75. And rounding out the Pro Guide Batteries leaderboard top 10, Robert Robinson and Morgan Brown with 22.70. And it looks like we ended up with 18 stringers over 20, so we almost hit that 20 over 20 mark that John Simpson thought we would. Just a little shy there. Guntersville continues to amaze us. We'll be back in just a little bit to hand out the checks, to hand out the hardware. Thank you guys for watching and being here at Goose Pond Landing.
The Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McLarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be. in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink.
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're gonna have what he's had. Yeah, throw me in a Ned BLT, too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding so much.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm trying to, man.
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Otten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin LiveScope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin LiveScope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
It's a new year at Jack's, so how about a new deal? Right now, get 2 chicken bacon wraps and fries for only $6. We're talking juicy, hand-breaded chicken fingers with mouth-watering crispy bacon. And your choice of honey mustard, homemade ranch, or BLT-style wrapped goodness. Saving money's never been tastier. So kick off your year with some Day or night, we'll feed you right. We're Jack's, and we're all about the South.
The Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series is sponsored by Rapala, BMC, Crush City, and TH Marine.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
I leave nothing to chance when it comes to hooks. They are the most critical part of the equation.
This is truly the best hook I've ever used.
Thinner, stronger, slicker, all the pluses that you really want in a hook. That red line right in the roof of her mouth, exactly where you want to get them.
When you have the opportunity to create something good, you might as well make this great, and I think that's what we did with the Red Line series of hooks.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
Big companies get bigger and bigger and talk about their fancy labs where they study fish behavior. But then they all go golfing on the weekend. We don't have a large laboratory to test baits. Why, you ask? We don't need a big laboratory because our pros fish, our employees fish, our salespeople fish, our suppliers fish, our mold builders fish, our owners fish, and our kids fish. This is our laboratory, Our R&D comes from time on the water, learning how to make fish bite. We don't have other hobbies. We fish. We fish all year in all conditions across the whole country. All that time on the water brings us thousands of hours of testing new products and improving current ones for all species. We're a family-owned U.S. company that has many of our products made in America by American workers. The products we don't make in America, we make in Guatemala, which supports many families in that country as well.
It's a new year at Jack's, so how about a new deal? Get 2 chicken bacon wraps and fries for only $6. Get them with honey mustard, ranch, or BLT style. Saving money's never been tastier. We're Jack's, and we're all about the South.
This coverage of the Alabama Best Trail 100 Series is brought to you by Garmin, Powerful, Mountain Dew, and Yamaha.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Things you let me see. Things you let me see.
Jack's here. Sorry in advance if the following makes you hungry. But right now, get 2 chicken bacon wraps with fries for only $6. That's hand-breaded, sizzling, and tasty goodness that won't break the bank. We're Jack's, and that's a wrap.
All right, y'all top 10 in the summertime tournament, and now you're sitting second right now. Hopefully that'll hold, but based off practice, did you think you'd end up in the top 5?
Yeah, we caught some pretty good fish in practice. We figured we could stay in the top 10. Today was a little tougher day. The low light and just these dim conditions. You need sunshine this time of year for the fish to fire, and they just never really fired. We just had to grind it out all day. We made a one critical coal like 10 minutes before we were due in. It put us over the 25-pound mark. So I'll take it. You know, it's just a lot of current on the main river. It's kind of scattered some fish around, but we stayed on real close to the main river. We didn't get off the main lake. Fish, like I said, they're in their wintertime pattern, and we just bounced around and picked one off here, and it worked out.
Yeah. A lot of people that fished around the river were talking about catching a bunch of 2-pounders all day. Did y'all have to fight through little ones, or did y'all just mainly catch good ones?
Yeah, we were here, of course, here a couple of days in practice, and one day was tougher than the other day was better, but it seemed like the day we caught more smaller fish than we had done in the prior day, but it just, the conditions is what did it. If you'd have got sunshine today, you'd have seen that 30-plus pound bag. Yeah. Awesome. Good job, guys. Thank you, Mike. Did you get my text from Ryan this morning? 73. Something. All right, we just weighed in 27 something. We don't even know what it is, but talk about it. Trapping or scoping?
Big swim bait.
Really?
Had boat trouble all morning. Broke down 3 times and never got to where we wanted to go.
You being serious?
I'm dead serious. We broke down 3 times. Picked a bank, picked a big, dangerous swim bait, and just covered water all day. We caught 7 fish all day.
Did y'all plan to? I mean, obviously didn't plan to break down, but did you plan to fish the same stretch that you ended up fishing?
Not really. No.
Does Kay know this story yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the biggest bag ever weighed in, y'all might know the story, but they weighed in 32 something, whatever it was, 32 in the very first ABT on Guntersville. They had the exact same thing happen, broke down and won the tournament, literally just drifting, and then had to get towed back up here. Similar story.
We had some similar stuff that we had found in practice that we had thrown the swim bait over once we saw it, but no, just going down the bank, we'd get deep, come back shallow, get deep, and that's just luck.
That's the wildest thing. I don't even know what to ask next because that's like actually the whole interview. So good job, second place right now. That's wild. Good stuff. Hang on 1 second. Well, guys, y'all just took over the lead in the first ABT100 of the year. Did you think that y'all were going to have 28-49 in practice?
Practice was pretty good. Yeah. Ran a couple places, marked some fish, went back. One school wasn't there first thing, and then we got on another one, and more of them showed up. So it's just kind of went down.
When you say the first school wasn't there, that was this morning. They weren't there when y'all pulled up?
Yeah, I mean, we caught them pretty early, and then honestly, the weight we had, I mean, we had them by 10 o'clock. Wow. And so we run around everywhere trying to upgrade and caught fish all day, but I mean, getting rid of the 4-pounder is tough to upgrade. Right, so.
That's right. Did y'all commit to one thing? Were y'all looking at the screen all day?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. We rotated a few different baits just based off the kind of way they were at, how they were positioned, but we caught them on a few different baits.
Cool. Awesome. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm sure we'll see y'all again in a second.
Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series brought to you by Halo Fishing, Net Bait, Bait Fuel, and Snag Proof.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Nobody wants to run out of power when they're on the water. There is a better way. Introducing the Charge Marine Power Management Station from PowerPole that does the work of 3 devices: a traditional battery charger, a charge on the run, and an emergency start system. PowerPole Charge.
Let's go!
Ooh, I love it.
Let's go. I think we should get some more.
Let's go!
And she got it good too. T-boned it.
Let's go.
I love it.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Whether you say bologna, bologna, or bologna, you're gonna love our new smoked bologna breakfast sandwich with egg and melty cheese on Texas toast. Or get 2 smoked bologna biscuits for just $3.99. We're Jack's, and that's no bologna.
Welcome back to the ABT100 here at Lake Guntersville Goose Pond Land in Scottsboro, Alabama. presented by Phoenix Boats, and we are going to do our favorite part, Miss Kay, an amazing event here. Lake Guntersville just continues to kick them out. 18 bags over 20 pounds. We didn't see that dirty 30, but 28 pounds takes the crown today.
I no longer want to hear that fish don't bite in the fog. So every angler that's ever told that lie just should shut up, because they bite in the fog. They bit today. Great tournament, fantastic anglers, and let's give out $100,000.
Absolutely. I bet I say that again later this year. You know they don't bite in the fog when we have fog somewhere down the road. All right, we're going to start things off with third place. These gentlemen right here, your 2024 ABT North Anglers of the Year, never finished below 18th place, and it looks like the calendar clicking over to 25 didn't slow them down any. Justin Bussey and Ben Webb, 26:03 today to take third place. Josh Butts is off the side of the stage, apparently calling him a liar, calling him out. Josh is a little disgruntled over his performance today, and he's starting to hurl insults. Do we have security? I don't know. Second place today with 27:63. They fought through technical difficulties, overcame a lot of adversity today. James Swindle, Elliott Galt, gonna go home with the hardware. Second place, great job. And the checks. No big deal up here, John Simpson. Just handing out all kind of cash in the alley. Just a couple. Great job, guys. And last but certainly not least, kicking off 2025 the right way. One of these guys, Matt Adams, was just telling me off the side of the stage he's got to leave tonight for the Bassmaster Open kickoff at Clarks Hill Lake. This man is obsessed with bass fishing. Matt Adams, Jason Whitehead, your ABT 100 champs at Lake Guntersville with 28:49. Going to win $25,000. Not a bad day of fishing on Lake Guntersville right there. Getting it done. John Simpson. I just keep trying to get a cut from these guys.
So, yeah, I think we need a cut.
I do think we need a cut. I don't know why, but I think we need a cut.
It's like getting a tip in a restaurant.
Yeah. You tip your server, tip your weighmaster. I think that's the case. And as always, we've got a lot of contingency programs here in the Alabama Bass Trail that make it worthwhile to support the people that support the Alabama Bass Trail, like Garmin, which you heard so much about today. That Garmin live scope changed the game years ago. Most people say they're pinging a minnow, but they couldn't do that without that Garmin live scope. Matt Adams getting that $500 Garmin bonus. He's Garmin head to toe over there. He's got an ABT, get an ABT bonus for winning, wearing that gear right there. Got an ABT 100 shirt. How's it feeling right now, guys?
I didn't think it'd be enough. I really didn't. This lake's been incredible this year, and so I looked at Jason at about 10:30, and we had what we had, and I said it's not enough. We're gonna have to have 31, 32. So we kept saying we've got to have one more 7, got to have one more 7, and caught fish all day long. Just couldn't catch another big one.
There are not a lot of places in the country where you say a lot during the day to your fishing partner. We got to have another 7-pounder. Lake Guntersville is a special place.
Man, people talk a lot about Lake Fork and all that. This place is like Jurassic Park. It's incredible. It really is. And I don't think it gets enough credit. I know it does in Alabama area, but people talk about other lakes. No, this is it right here.
This is Mecca. Well, congratulations. You won the hardware on Mecca today. Lake Guntersville, ABT 100. We'll take that and put that on my mantle if you leave it. Just full disclosure, I will shoot. Hey, Miss Day's going to give you some hardware. I will shoot her McGavin it, though, if you leave it hanging around. All right, Justin Hamner to the stage, please. Bassmaster Classic champion, winning some more cash today. Another Garmin bonus going out to Justin Hamner. $500. Hold it out there, Justin. You know how to long arm. Justin Hamner, Waylon Mullison, 7th place with 23.28. And now that Phoenix first flight money going to those Spencers. Nolan and Robbie Spencer, 23.51 today in 6th place. Going to take home $2,500 for running that Phoenix bass boat. And as Jason Duran always says, one of the only ones out there on the market with those heated seats, John Simpson, and he likes to rub that in.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet to have heated seats in a bass boat.
I don't really want to ride with Jason, but I would for that. Yeah. I would for that. No doubt about it. All right, in 4th place, going to bring these guys up here because we've got some AmFirst money to give away. One of our amazing sponsors, Will Colley, Thomas Shelton, 25-10. They absolutely laid the hammer down in a 768 Mountain Dew Big Bass. And when you catch them like that, you get the Happy Gilmore checks, and life is good.
And they got a $1,000 big fish.
$1,000 on the big fish. Not only $12,000 payday for 4th place finish. Not a bad Saturday for Colley and Shelton. Nicely done. All right, rounding out the top 10, we got Kenneth Grover, Bob Blackerby, 24.85. 6th place, Nolan Spencer, Robbie Spencer, 23.51. 7th place, Waylon Mullis, Justin Hamner, 23.28. 8th place, Zeke Gossett, Ethan King, 23.11. 9th place, Donnie Beck, Tony Harvey, 22.75. And rounding us out in that Pro Guide Batteries Leaderboard top 10, Robert Robinson and Morgan Brown, 22.70. Appreciate everybody tuning in today on ABT Live, watching the weigh-in in person here at Goose Pond and online. And we will see y'all for the ABT North kickoff at Smith Lake in a couple of weeks.
This coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series has been presented by Amherst Credit Union and is sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, TH Marine, American Baitworks, and Sweet Home Alabama.